I'm going to go over the virtual links for kindergarten learning handout that you received. As you can see on here, there are many different areas with links to online learning. They have listening to fluent reading, math, science and social studies, decodable readers, and then cross-curricular activities, which means all subject areas, and then a movement link. If we go back up to the top, you'll see the listening to fluent reading section, and these are basically websites where your child can go and listen to someone read to them. The Scholastic link has 3 weeks worth of lessons, and it has 2 books for each day, and one's a fiction book and one's a nonfiction book, and it takes you through the story, and then there's a little activity that goes with it. So there's 3 weeks worth of those if you wanted to extend the books. Otherwise, the kids can just listen to the books. Then there's BookFlix, and BookFlix,
click on a category.
There's different
Or
categories.
click on the feature to begin.
Your children can choose. It's just whichever category. So if they want ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, they click there.
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
And these are some choices that they can choose from. And there's a fiction and a nonfiction book that goes with each area. If you click on it, there's a watch the story, so it's an animated story. And then there's the book that it reads it to you. And then there's also some questions that you can do along with the story. So it's more than just listening to the story. There's also some comprehension and some other activities that you can do along with it. Then Epic. Epic is one the kids use a lot in school. I like this one because I can monitor it from home. I can see what the kids are doing online, what books they're reading, how long they're reading the books, and it's kind of fun for me to see what books they're reading while they're away from school. Then there's Storyline. Storyline, also a bunch of books read by different people. You can see there's a person reading the book, and then there's all sorts of different choices you can go through, and they can choose what interests them and stories that they want to listen to. So that's Storyline. And then Tumble Books, you have to go through Mrs. Byholm's page, but if you click on the link, it'll take you to the library page, and there's Tumble Book, regular Tumble Book, and then Tumble Book Math. But either way, there are books the kids can listen to. But it takes you to the Tumble Book page. And the storybooks, they just pick a book that they think they want to listen to. Again, you can go through a bunch. They can pick something that interests them. And then you just click on play video, and it will open up. And we'll read the story to them. And then they just close it out and go back to the storybooks, and then they can choose another book. And they're all in there. They can pick something they're interested in. And again, these are more Tumble Books, but they're more math topics. So if you want to add a book to your math lesson, you can go in there and look. So those are your listening to fluent reading links. Over here is math. These are the on-the-spot videos that go along with the math lessons. I'm creating another video that shows you more in-depth use of this, but if you wanted to click on there, the kids know how to use this link. If you open it for them, they know what to do in there. Happy Numbers is a great math site that I also can monitor from home, so I can see who's been on there, what skills they've been doing, what level they're at, and it's a little bit easier for me to monitor because I can see who's in there because I've given you login information on how to use that site. These are some science and social studies activity links, and Mystery Science is a great one for doing the science lessons. You click on kindergarten. Has all sorts of little lessons in here and activities you can do along with each topic. And there's little videos, and it kind of walks you right through. So it's an easy one for you to sit with your child and just click through the slides and talk about the information. And then there's usually like a little activity, and you could do the video one day and the activity the next, because I think they're anywhere from 15 minutes to 40 minutes depending on which activities you choose. Decodable readers, in Reading A to Z, there's leveled books, and you can have your child read the books online, or you can print them, but there's a 14-day free trial that if you wanted to get some books in there for your children to read. And this is across curricular activities. These are all different activities for math, reading, writing. It's all mixed in within one site, so you have to go in and navigate through to find what you're looking for. The top one is my website, and my website, I have it set up so that you can get to my games from a Symbaloo, and this, you just go into the technology tab, and under math, these are all different Symbaloos, we call them, and it links you to websites. So right now we're doing geometry, so if I click on geometry, it'll take you to my Symbaloo, and this is my Symbaloo, it's called. And what you do is these are all different links to games and activities that the kids can play to reinforce those skills. So this one is geometry, so a lot of the activities had to do with shapes and fractions and those types of activities. And they just click on the link that they want to do, and it will take them to an activity. So if you click on an activity, it takes them to the game.
Shapes shoot. Click level below to play.
And then you can just pick what you want to do, and then it'll walk you through. But they're all educational, safe games for your kids to play. And again, you go to my website, technology, and I showed you the math ones. But there's also Daily 5, and there's letter activities, listening activities, word work, and writing. They're familiar with the word work and the letters, but if you click on there again, there'll be another Symbaloo that comes up. And there's just games they can choose to play. So they're just math and Daily 5. And under the apps, these are apps that if you're looking for games to download onto your iPad for your kids, this is a Symbaloo link that'll show you different activities that you could, or different apps that you could download. But again, these are the activities that link you to games that your kids might want to try to reinforce some of the skills. And that's my website. And then ABC Mouse is a free trial you could try out. Knowledge Adventure, PBS Kids. Starfall is a great cross-curricular activities. There's tons in here. Some require a membership, but many of them are free. But if you go under kindergarten, these are all different activities that are safe for your kids to play. And we've been on this site quite a bit, so they should know how to do a lot of these activities too. But there's math games and language arts games on the Starfall app. Then early learning activities, Fun Brain. Then again, this is Mrs. Byholm's link, and there's more in here too. And some of them are other ones that we've gone through. Fun Brain, some different ones. These are safe too. This is one that I don't have linked, but this is has a lot of activities that for letters, numbers, and if you just go down, they're just activities. And some of these games are on my Symbaloos, but some aren't. But these are all safe sites for the kids to go to. And then Brain Pop Junior. This can be used in many different areas across curriculum. They have, and these are your categories: science, health, reading, and writing, social studies. They're all the categories. So if you chose to do something for math, these are the categories you can choose.
Multiplication and division.
So if you're doing geometry, if you're doing math, tells you what categories there
Congruent
are.
and similar shapes.
If you're doing
Plain shapes.
doing shapes.
Make a map.
Then there's a short video the kids can watch, and then there's a quiz they can take, other games they can play to go along with it.
Hard quiz.
So it's just a little bit more
Very-
depth of an activity that you could do for those skills. But if you go back to the main page, if you wanted to do a science activity, if you want to do something on plants, tells you what parts of a plant. Again, there's a video and then the activities to go with it. So that's a great place to go to get your science or math, but that's a great one for science. Then Jack Hartman channel. This is a YouTube channel that has movement games or movement songs, learning songs, has counting, letter sounds, just fun movement activities. He's just a very engaging singer that does fun things and the kids like to dance and learn with him. Then Netflix Juniors, many of these are educational. Storybots, the kids like Storybots and Super Monsters, so that's a safe YouTube video site that the kids can go to. And then Go Noodle is another, if you want the kids to get up and move, that's a great one to go to with some fun songs that the kids like to dance to and get their wiggles out. But overall, there's a lot of links on here that you could use to supplement some of the things you're doing at home. And many of these things the kids have done in school, you just have to get them to the right spot. So hope this helps,